me, please tell me how old you think I am. Please be honest, because a lot of things have been happening recently where I'm starting to think, what do I need to do so that something's wrong? Weeks ago, I went to the salon and I sat in the chair and the lady was super nice. And I had my mask on, but she was looking at me and she was like, how old are you? You're like 12, right? No, you're just off like by an entire Friends series. But I'm just like, what a fluke, that lady was way off. But then I take my adoptive siblings to school, all in elementary school. But while I'm taking them up to the gate, the guy on the crosswalk is like, have a great day at school, to me. Oh my God, I'm just now realizing. That's not good. I didn't even have a backpack. And then last week, me and my mom go to a new doctor. She's talking to him and I'm sitting there on my phone. He's looking at me, he's like, oh, it's so great to meet your daughter. What is she in, like 7th grade? I graduated in May with my bachelor's. You guys, please let me know if I'm at fault here or if my teacher's at fault. Because looking back, I don't know how to feel. Okay, when I was in middle school, we had this class called technology, but it was technology mixed with workshop. So we were designing things on computers, but we were also building birdhouses and race cars. Now, all of us in the room were 12 and 13 years old. And the safety measures we were given was sanitized goggles and I believe aprons. We were working with jigsaws, regular saws, lasers, hammers, nails, power saw, all of it. And it's impossible for my teacher to be looking at all of us at once. So she would teach us how to use everything carefully. The job was simple. Grab a piece of wood, do your measurements, and then use the jigsaw to cut out your piece. And be careful. Everybody's working on different things. I was using the jigsaw. I was done using it. A kid comes up to me and asks me for help on his. He goes, hey, can you please help me? And I'm like, yeah. So I show him how to use it, show him exactly how I did mine, and then I go back to my table. After a couple of minutes, my teacher starts shouting, saying, no, don't touch that. I turn around and the kid is pointing at me and the teacher runs up to me and starts scolding me in front of the entire class, saying, how dare you? Please let me know if I'm at fault here or if my teacher's at fault here. Part 2. The kid points at me and my teacher runs up and starts scolding me in front of the entire class. She starts saying, how dare you leave him by himself? And I'm so confused. She points at him and she's like, he can't be left alone. You have to watch him. How can you leave him alone? Again, super confused. Because this kid is bigger than me, taller than me, the same age as me. It didn't click for me at the time why I needed to watch this kid who I didn't know at all and who was just like a regular kid just like me. So I just kind of stood there with my mouth open like, I didn't know that I needed to. The teacher says, he doesn't know what he's doing. You can't just leave him by himself. Looking back and remembering a few things about that kid, it's possible that he was part of the autism community. Again, this was never told to me. This is just me looking back and thinking it through. He probably did need more help. As a 12-year-old, I didn't know that, nor did I understand or comprehend that. I understand my teacher's frustration to a point, but I also see that it's not my responsibility to have to watch another student. Okay, class, make sure to work on your weather books and make sure to draw something really nice on the front, okay? Man, drawing sucks. Let's go see what Josedak's drawing. Oh, Josedak, that's so cool. How'd you do that? What do you mean? You can't do this? No, that looks hard. Huh. What about you? You can't do this? No, that's too hard. Oh, well, why not? You just draw what you see, and you just add, and you just look at it, and you just, huh? So Josedak, how do you know what colors to use? I just use the colors that I see, and I match them, and I make sure they look nice, and I blend. Huh? Yeah, I don't know how you did that. I don't know. Why I jump every time I hear keys rattle. Hold on. This can't be me doing it. It's in the distance, like somebody walking past, and I'm talking in the store, in a house. This, not okay. The thing is, I'm not the only one who does this. My sister also jumps. It's because of our dad, and I'll tell you why. See, my dad used to hang his keys off of his belt, which means everywhere he went, this sound would be heard. So if he was walking past our room, we would hear. For most people, that sound means nothing. For me and my sister, that means that we were in trouble. Because it was never louder than when he was headed towards our room to tell us what we'd done wrong and to potentially hit us with that very belt. Now, it's not that bad, but I didn't realize this till recently, when my cousin kept moving her keys from one side of a chair to another, and I couldn't focus on what was going on until she stopped doing that. I was like, please. And I explained to her why, she got it. But I was one of those people who always said that, you know, I was spanked when I grew up, and I've turned out fine. It's little things that like this that pops up, and it's like, maybe we're not so fine, you know what I'm saying?